Are you aware of what really happened to you?
No, I'm not.
Or can you talk about
I can talk about it, but I'm not aware of what really happened to me.
Yeah.
All I know is that I went to a friend's birthday party. I gave a friend a birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
You thought was your friend.
Well, we ain't even gonna touch on that.
Yeah.
I came home like I would normally do.
Tell you something, your lawyers are about to have a whole lot to handle. I told you once and I'm gonna tell you again, I'm not one of these new bitches to doing this, baby. I'm 14 years in, been sued by some of the best. Okay, check my lawsuit record. Stayed in court with Sheree, stayed in court with Chris Stokes, stayed in court with XYZ Company, stayed in court with Music Company. And I'm here to let you know, baby, it's gonna take more than a little piece of statement on a lawyer's it's gonna take more than a little piece of statement on your lawyer's letterhead claiming rumors about an inappropriate relationship to scare me. Because if that's the term that we're going by, inappropriate relationship, the person is claiming that you had an inappropriate relationship, if that's the thing that we're hanging on to, then baby, you Mr. Walker, you don't even want to waste your time sending me nothing on your fax paper because the relationship was extremely inappropriate.
Standing by Tamar Braxton has to be one of the most exhausting things right now because, once again, she is being accused of not telling the full truth. Ever since Tamar and Funky Dineva started going back and forth publicly, fans have been left wondering who they should believe. Tamar claimed that she nearly died, needed surgery, and seemed to suggest that Funky may have played a role in what happened. Funky, however, completely denied those accusations and warned Tamar to be careful about what she said because he could reveal details about their situation that she might not want the public to hear. Despite that warning, Tamar continued speaking out and appeared determined to win people over to her side while taking more shots at Funky. But this time, Funky did not stay quiet. He came back with what he described as receipts and made some serious claims of his own. According to Funky, Tamar's accident may have been connected to Mendeecees, who is Gandhi's husband. If these claims are true, they could completely change the way people understand the situation. With both sides telling very different stories, fans are now trying to figure out what really happened and who is being honest.
Part of the problem with this whole thing was, Tamar, is that I was never comfortable with the relationship that you and Mendeecees had in front of me, okay? All of that, you at the music video shoot in your booty shorts, sitting on top of him meeting us up at restaurants every time we met up, I was very uncomfortable with it. And if we gonna tell it, let's tell it all.
A few months ago, Tamar claimed that she woke up in a pool of blood with some of her teeth missing. She said she had no memory of what had happened or who might have been responsible. Because Funky Dinah had been with her the night before while celebrating his birthday, some people quickly began to suspect him. Online, critics started attacking Funky, calling him a woman hater and a terrible friend. Funky later asked Tamar to speak up and tell people to stop blaming him, but she did not do so. Some believe Tamar was comfortable with the attention, whether it was positive or negative. Funky eventually defended himself, saying he had no idea what happened to Tamar that night.
I want to know what all the hell going on, bitch. I want to know what's going on too, bitch, okay? The lady got on the internet and said she almost died. Now listen, let me just go ahead and get this out the way, okay, before we even get to the top of the show. I don't know what happened to the lady. Okay, for those of y'all that don't know, I'm talking about Tamar Braxton. I don't know what happened to the lady.
Hashtag Tamar and Funky's tension. Tamar seemed to treat Funky as nothing more than a problem getting in the way of her media attention. She continued making sharp comments about him and said she did not need his help. At the same time, she confirmed that something had happened to her that night and that her injuries were serious enough to require surgery.
I want him to tell his own story. You know, I don't really like telling people's story. You should ask Mendeecees.
Baby Funky warned her again and again that if she did not want the world to hear the truth about what he had on her, she needed to speak up and defend him. He made it clear that he was not the kind of person who would back down or run away from a fight.
All I was asking was for you to go back to your stories and put Funky Dineva didn't do anything to me, guys. I was resting. I should have said something earlier. That was all you had to do, and it could have been done with on my end. Even in this very moment, that was all you had to do, and it could have been done.
Tamar seemed determined to challenge Funky's version of events. She may have believed that he would simply back down and let the situation go, but she continued to bring up the issue even months after the incident had faded from public attention. During an appearance on the Morning Hustle with Laurel, Tamar decided to address the accident once again. She did not have to give the interview or explain anything publicly. She could have stayed quiet, kept her personal details private, and allowed people to continue wondering what really happened. Instead, she chose to speak out and answer some of the questions that were still surrounding the incident. Her appearance gave her a chance to finally clear up the confusion.
Are you aware of what really happened to you?
No, I'm not.
Or can you talk about
I can talk about it, but I'm not aware of what really happened to me.
Yeah.
All I know is that I went to a friend's birthday party. I gave a friend a birthday party. Hello.
You thought was your friend.
Well, we ain't even gonna touch on that.
Yeah.
I came home like I would normally do.
She never mentioned Funky Dineva by name, but it was pretty clear who Tamar was talking about. She made it sound like he was an ungrateful friend. According to her comments, she had even gone out of her way to throw a party for him, only for him to turn around and hurt her. However, Funky Dineva was not the only person Tamar addressed. When she was asked about her situation with Mendeecees, she strongly denied that there was anything personal between them. Her response was so firm that it almost sounded like they had simply worked on a project together and had no relationship beyond that.
No, to be honest, I barely even know him.
Okay.
To be honest, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not like, we're cool,
Yeah.
but we're not like my homie. You know what I mean?
Right,
It's not
right.
like that. And he just got casted in the film.
Did Tamar really say that she did not know Mindy was like that, even though she had still asked him to appear in a music video with her? As soon as the interview was released, people started warning Tamar that Funky was probably not going to appreciate the way she talked about him. They also told her not to act surprised or play the victim if he decided to respond publicly. Once Funky heard about her comments, he quickly made it clear that he was not going to stay quiet. He had previously warned that he would come after Tamar with everything he had if she ever came for him. Funky also explained why he did not follow Tamar back to her home. According to him, she was already with a friend who appeared to be there to look after her. That friend was reportedly Mendeecees, the husband of Yandy Luther King. The situation quickly became another heated moment surrounding Tamar and Funky.
I did not get out the car and go upstairs with Tamar when we got back to her house. Because after her and Mendeecees got through kissing in the back of that goddamn car, I figured they wanted to be up there privately. That is why when we got dropped off at Tamar's house, I did not go upstairs. I got in my damn car and went home because you was sitting on his lap in that goddamn Uber and y'all ass was kissing. Okay? And the shit made me damn uncomfortable.
Apparently, Mendeecees and Tay were together throughout the entire night, but they tried to keep their distance whenever the cameras were around. They seemed careful not to give anyone a reason to believe they were more than friends. However, people around V12 reportedly knew that the two were together. Once the cameras stopped rolling, their behavior reportedly changed, and they became much more affectionate, even in front of Funky. Tamar had previously said that she did not know the man, but the story suggests otherwise. According to Funky, Tamar and Mendeecees continued spending time together and eventually went back to her house, while Funky headed home. However, Funky claims they were not alone. He says another man was also there, and this was reportedly the same person Tamar later said had found her unconscious. Funky suggests that the situation may have been more complicated than originally described, raising questions about what really happened that night and whether Mendeecees and the unnamed man knew more than they admitted.
If anybody know who happened and what happened to your damn teeth, it's Mendeecees and his best friend, because they was the ones who went upstairs with you. Now, I don't know whether they was fucking your ass from the back and ran your head through the headboard or what, okay? But if anybody need to be investigated on what happened to you in your damn teeth, it need to be Mendeecees and his friend, because that's who went upstairs with you.
Speculation is spreading that the three of them were involved together, but things allegedly went wrong, leaving Tamar injured. Some people claim Mendeecees attacked her, but only Mendeecees and the other man know what really happened.
More about the whole thing was the fact that you don't get to go around and create media shitstorms that involve other people without their permission. That whole, my teeth fell out, and I don't know what happened. Tamar, like, sis. And then you had that Spanish lady make that video down in Miami lying. There is nobody who had the amount of mouth trauma that you had that healed that quickly.
Apparently, Tamar has now gotten lawyers involved and released her own statement regarding Funky's comments. She explained that the rumors do not only affect her, but also impact the families connected to the situation. Tamar said it has been painful and upsetting to see the things being said about her online. She also warned that if the rumors continue, someone may have to take responsibility for spreading them. Her statement seemed to suggest that she could take legal action against Funky if he continues speaking about her. However, if you know Funky, you already know he is not backing down easily. Soon after Tamar's statement was released, Funky responded again, making it clear that he was not intimidated. He basically told Tamar that she would have to do much more if she really wanted to scare him.
And I knew that this is how you was gonna play it. So now we finna take it all the way back to the very beginning. I knew this was how you was gonna play it. And let's be very clear here. If y'all remember when the situation first broke and about the whole mouth stuff, and I said, and the only reason you dropped that video is because, and I said, I ain't gonna do it to you. Y'all remember that? I said, and the only reason you dropped that music video real quick like this was because, and I said I ain't even gonna do it. The reason you dropped that music video as quickly as you did is because people had spotted y'all ass, okay? Inappropriate relationship. Well, you tell me, Tamar, if it's appropriate or inappropriate when we're sitting at Roof Chris and he's rubbing in between your thighs, in between your dress.
And maybe this time around, Tamar has to admit that she picked a fight she may not be able to win. Funky does not seem afraid of a lawsuit. In fact, he appears ready for her to take legal action, so he can finally defend himself.
You know, me and her are just getting to know each other, and she got this stuff going on with Mendeecees, and she know I'm a YouTuber, and she know I'm a blogger, and I'm curious to know if she's doing all of this because she want me to go tell it. You know what I'm saying? And now that I look back at all of it, I really do feel like it was a scheme that you set up to put me in this position to do it.
It's easy to assume that Funky Dineva was lying, exaggerating, or simply trying to make her look bad. However, the way he addressed the situation, with a frustrated and fed-up attitude, made it seem like he was being honest, regardless of what people thought afterward.
Tamar, you gonna sit up in my face? You gonna sit up in my face with your three faces and tell me that you and Mendeecees did not have a conversation at that table in Roof Chris about him putting out a statement about him and Yandy not being together no more? We really gonna do that? And he said he did a version of the letter on ChatGPT. And then you started laughing back and was like, no, you gotta go back and rewrite it to kind of make it sound like it's you. We gonna say that didn't happen? We gonna say that didn't happen. We gonna sit up here and say, after he was digging in between your thighs at that Roof Chris, and he got up and went to the bathroom, that the conversation was, y'all, I can't. He's just my friend. He's just my friend. I can't. I mean, and then I said, Tamar, ain't he married? He ain't married. They not married. They just do that for the show. They not married. That's what we gonna do?
People are also taking Monkey's side, because this is not the first time Tamar has been accused of getting involved with someone else's husband. Funky Dineva's comments about Tamar were especially harsh, and many people feel he called her out in a way that needed to be said. I like Tamar, but hearing these accusations again makes the situation look questionable, especially because she often presents herself as someone who would never get involved in that kind of drama. There have already been rumors involving other people, and now her name is being connected to Yandy's husband as well. Tawanda may have had a point all along, which could explain why Tamar seemed so determined to make the other person look like the problem. Still, the truth is unclear, and we should not treat rumors as facts. What do you think? Did Tamar really have something going on with Yandy's husband? Or did Funky Dineva misunderstand what he saw? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.